So welcome back to another My League Rebuild here on NBA 2K20. In today's video, we're going to be rebuilding the Portland Trail Blazers. Obviously made a very big move last night by signing Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo finally employed, finally back on an NBA team where he belongs. No, I did not want to do a full-on Carmelo Anthony rebuild, and I think there are kind of a lot of reasons for this. One, he's 35 years old. 76 overall, will not be going up at all overall-wise. Probably only be going down. I think he's a little bit better in real life than they're giving him credit for in the game here. He doesn't really deserve his own rebuild, I feel like, at this point. This is just gonna be a normal, straight-up Portland Trail Blazers rebuild, but Melo will probably be starting for now. He's listed as a power forward. He moved him to small forward. He goes up to a 77 overall. But we kind of do need a stretch four anyways. And I honestly think Carmelo Anthony would slide in there and be a good fit. So this team is not doing very well. I think they're like 3-8, 4-8, something like that. Damian Lillard's been putting up MVP numbers, though. He's probably here for the long run. CJ McCollum will probably be the same. He is making a decent amount of money. We'll end up seeing what we want to do with him. If a better trade comes along, I'll probably take it. Nurkic is on such a nice deal, it'll be very hard to move him. Whiteside, honestly, probably will get traded right now, right off the bat, just because I'm not re-signing him after this year. So we'll see. I don't play with injuries on, so Nurkic is playing as well. And off the bench, we also do Pau Gasol's on this team. Straight up did not know that. But Pau Gasol will probably be our backup center for now. Whiteside is probably going to end up getting traded. I'm probably going to look for a backup power forward for Hassan Whiteside, just because I don't really see a reason to have him on this team anymore. He's not going to be here after this year. We're not winning anything this year. There's no point of really having him here. So yeah, Melo's obviously a huge signing for this team. It's definitely an interesting one. I mean, it really can't screw up anything much worse. I mean, if they're sitting at 3-8, 4-8, it's kind of hard to be worse than that. So I am looking for a power forward right now, like a Paul Millsap. I mean, it's kind of the same move just because it would only be for a year, but it could be a little. I kind of like Serge Ibaka. Let's see. I'm not really seeing any straight power forwards, but Rui Hachimura. You know what? Let's bring in Rui. It's a nice young piece as well. We are going to have to add a trade exception, but Rui Hachimura could very well end up developing behind Carmelo Anthony. Could be an interesting idea there. Now for a bench piece, let's see. I don't want Anthony Simmons getting any minutes. I honestly think I'm going to give the minutes to Jan Mahimi. Zach Collins could be in the G League. I honestly forgot we had Zach Collins on the team. You know what? I think Rui's actually going to go down to the backup small forward spot, and then I'm going to trade Hazonia and Jan Mahimi for a backup center. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, Hazonia and Jan Mahimi. I'm just looking for a backup center at this point. Brook Lopez, pretty much all we need. Kyle Korver, unfortunately, will not get any minutes. So yeah, Brook Lopez is going to come in here, be our backup center. We only are going to have a 9-man rotation. Rui's going to slide down to the small forward position. I don't think his overall should be affected too much. Yeah, it actually stays the same, basically. I kind of want to start him and develop him as much as possible, but I don't know if that's really going to be possible. Kyle Korver is not going to play. Bazemore here. Anthony Simmons will not be playing, but Zach Collins will be playing. He's going to end up probably getting like 10 minutes a night, so we'll go 14 here. Rui's going to honestly play 16. Lopez is going to get about 24. 34 here. Melo's going to play like 33. 33 here as well. 36. We'll go 37 to both these guys. And then we'll just give a 25th here and a 17th here to Hachimura. So there's a lot of youth on this team. Nasir Little going to G League, Anthony Simmons going to G League, and I think I'm going to send Gary Trent Jr. down there as well. Other than that, I could send Rui Hachimura or Zach Collins or a Scalabissiere, but I don't really see a reason to. These are the three guys that eventually I do want to come off the bench for me. So yeah, year number one, this is how the team is going to look. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, our backcourt, one of the best in the NBA. Rodney Hood at the small forward spot, Carmelo Anthony. Now our new power forward, and then Yusuf Nurkic back in as a starting center. Bench has Brook Lopez, Rui Hachimura, Kent Bazemore, and Zach Collins. So it'll be an interesting team. I'm very excited to see how we can do. I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. So we in the first year going 40-42. I mean, that's not really ideal. I mean, the team does need a better starting small forward, and I hate to say it, but we need a better starting power forward as well. Steph does win MVP. Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins, 6-man, still in LA. Kawhi, Defensive Player of the Year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think I'm pronouncing it right for the first time ever. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does win Most Improved, and Brett Brown, Coach of the Year. So we in the playoffs. We did not make the playoffs. So with 40 wins, I did not get as a playoff spot. Not power rankings, league standings. We're definitely up for the 9 seeds, and we're going to have a shitty pick. 40 wins. Would that have gotten us a playoff spot in the East? It would have, but that's just kind of how the NBA is. So that's unfortunate, but you know what? It's okay. Dame put up unbelievable numbers. Same with McCollum, Nurkic. Melo wasn't bad. I mean, probably going to let him go after this year, but I don't really know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I think Melo here was probably just a one-year experiment. I think kind of what is similar to what it's going to be in real life if he even makes it all the way through the season in Portland. But we'll see. Yeah, definitely don't plan on re-signing Melo. Just going to be straight up honest with you guys. He's going to start regressing. We're going youth movement here. This is not a Carmelo Anthony rebuild. I want that to be stressed. Just a normal Blazers rebuild. But yeah, I do have some ideas for this team. I think keeping our big three intact of Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Yusuf Nurkic is definitely within the plans for now. Whether that comes to fruition and ends up being true or not, we'll see. But a lot of trial and error here. So it's going to be the Rockets and the 76ers in the finals. Looking like the 76ers are going to go ahead and win in 5. Ben Simmons is your finals MVP. So we're going to head into this first offseason right now. I'm thinking positive, if we're being honest. You never know. We could get lucky in the lottery. Could end up being a blessing in disguise. You're fired. Terry Stotts, I just don't want anymore. I just don't need him around here anymore. I think I can get much better guys. Randy Martin, of course, I only get a trainer with 2 untapped potentials. Whoops, meant to go here. Trent Peterson, if you'd like to come in here. Mike Stauffer, I wouldn't mind you either. We're definitely not going to have enough money for all these guys. Stauffer, I can give 5.23 million to, and he's not going to take that. So Jacob Underwood, if you'd like to come here, cool. Welcome to the team. All right, cool. So our new staff is set. That's awesome. Exactly what we needed. Let's head up to the draft now. We ended up 14th overall pick, so nothing great, nothing terrible. I think Brook Lopez probably on his way out. We'll see. We do have a lot of young guys here. Anthony Simmons is going to be up to an 80 overall, except the one thing is there, Damian Lillard doesn't need a backup, and he's never going to throughout this video, so that's kind of why I sent him to the G League. He could end up being traded, which will probably happen right now. So pick 14, along with Brook Lopez and Anthony Simmons. I think we can definitely get something pretty solid for this. Can we go out and get maybe, who has like the 2nd overall pick? First pick is the Hornets. I don't think this is going to happen. Maybe if I were to give you my first next year, I agree to that. So we now do own the 1st overall pick. Theoretically, I could go out and get a guy like a James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards here, LaMelo Ball, except I don't really need any of these positions. I mean, center is set, Edwards set, LaMelo Ball. I mean, unless I can get a really good offer right now for Yusuf Nurkic, he's just on such a team-friendly contract, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to want to move him. Tobias Harris, though, is definitely going to make me consider it. Kevin Love and pick 8. I just did get Kevin Love in a video the other day, though. Adebayo, Rudy Gobert. I might do that. Rudy Gobert would be nice. But if I'm going to do this, I think, ooh, Sabonis. You know, I'm going to take Tobias Harris. I haven't got him in a while. We're also going to pick up Matthias Thybulle, which is now going to let us go ahead and draft James Wiseman, number 1 overall, who is, I don't even know if he's going to be eligible for the draft in real life, just because of all the bullshit that's going on with the NCAA, which is just so stupid. So stupid. But yeah, welcome to the team, James Wiseman, a 1st overall pick, going to be an 81 overall, is going to be our new starting center. Rodney Hood's going to decline. That's fine with me. We just picked up a new starting small forward. Qualifying, Jalen Horde, no. Honestly, I'm going to renounce the qualifying on all of those guys, and they're all still going to end up with a qualifying somehow. But for now, 1, 2, 3, Gary Trent Jr., I do want to get into the rotation. I think I do. Okay, so I also need a starting power forward. I think maybe trading Hachimura, Thybulle, and Collins can get me somebody pretty solid. Hachimura. You know, I'm going to trade Nasir a little. No, I'll do Thybulle and Collins. Can I get a good starting power forward? It's not going to be somebody who is making a lot of money, but if I can realistically maybe get some. All right, combined they're making like 11 mil. So if I were to look at power forward / centers making 11 mil that I can maybe easily get just because I don't have a lot of picks. Is John Collins up for debate there? If I were to do Hachimura along with Matthias Thybulle and not Gary Trent Jr. And who was the other one? Oh, Zach Collins. And I'll give you a 2nd round pick, and they agree to that. John Collins, welcome to the team. That's actually a huge addition. So I do need a backup center and a power forward now, and then we're all set, which this was a successful offseason if that's all it's going to take. A lot of old guys here. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, honestly, for a year. Actually, we'll do 2 years. Wouldn't be a bad pickup. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, welcome to the team, and renounce the rights on pretty much everything else. Yes, unfortunately, Carmelo Anthony is leaving. I'm sorry to all you Melo fans. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, though, can be a good defensive piece. He's not going to bring the offense, but I think we have a lot of offense already. And then Ebke Udoh, I'll sign and then probably also look to maybe trade for somebody a little bit different, maybe somebody a little bit younger. Because this team after this is pretty much all set. I mean, this team's in a really good spot. So Ebke Udoh now, and I believe we have 1 remaining 1st round pick. Who can I get here? Nothing? All right, I can get somebody if I just trade them straight up. Literally give me anybody who's just not a 70 overall. All right, well, nobody's here. Ebke Udoh staying. So you guys at the start of year number 2. So Ebke Udoh declined quite a bit. So we're going to do this trade, pick up Ante Zizic. We're also going to get Dean Wade. But Zizic is going to slide in and be our backup center. So Nasir Little going to be our 6th man there. We're going to go 16 here. Gary Trent Jr. 14. Zizic is going to get 10. Yeah, so as you can see, FK Udo is just a 73 overall. It's kind of bound to happen. Wiseman, 34. 35 here. We're going to go 34. 34, 36, 35. And I'll just give a 35th to Wiseman because why not? So, yeah, this is how the rotation is going to be year number 2. The team is looking a lot better. I'm very excited to see what we can do. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, still our backcourt. Tobias Harris, a new addition in here at small forward. Collins and Wiseman, all new additions in here as well. I'm very excited to see how these three can do. Bench got a lot better, in my opinion. Nasir Little, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, Gary Trent Jr., and Ante Zizic. So, I think this team can definitely make the playoffs this year, potentially even be up to like a 3 seed. I'll see you guys at the end of the second season. So into year number 2, a much better year this year. We go 58-24. Steph Curry does win MVP. Wiseman gets Rookie of the Year for us. 18.5 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks a game. Very solid rookie year from him. Yusuf Nurkic, 6 Man of the Year. I did trade him to Philly, but I think we got the better end of that deal. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyler Hero, Most Improved, and Alvin Gentry does get Coach of the Year. We ended up as the 1 seed. I mean, we tied with New Orleans, but still, we ended up with the 1 seed. All I really care about, best record in the NBA. So player stats on the year, led in scoring. I mean, Damian Lillard is just ridiculous. CJ McCollum, Wiseman, Tobias Harris. I would kind of like it if him and Wiseman could swap those numbers, but it is what it is. John Collins, solid year as well. Bench was okay. Definitely thinking we're good for now. So, I mean, this team is absolutely insane. We went from not making the playoffs to go straight to a 1 seed. It was obviously a very successful offseason last year. And I'm looking forward to potentially getting close to winning a championship this year. I mean, that being said, we are down 2-1 to Dallas. We tied up at 2 games apiece, though. I would just like to win. Like, it shouldn't be okay. There we go. We win in 6. Us and Golden State here in round number 2. They are now fully loaded to a T with Steph, Clay, Draymond, D'Lo. That being said, though, we end up sweeping them. I don't know how we sweep them, but end up being in 6 games with Dallas. Makes no sense. Us and Zion here in the West Finals. Philly and Boston over there in the East. We're down 3-0 to New Orleans, and we get swept. Yeah, not much I can do against Zion. It's just kind of the way it is. Well, let my Celtics win now, please. Let my Celtics win. And, yeah, no, not going to happen. Lonzo Ball goes on to win Finals MVP. So, we do have a 3rd and final shot here. I'm obviously looking forward to getting that done. Hopefully, it's set up to staff signing. CFO, Jordan Malone. If you'd like to come in, fuck yourself. Justin Wright Foreman. Cool, welcome. It doesn't really matter to me. So, let's head up to the draft now. We're obviously not going to have a lot of picks. I did trade pretty much all the picks we had. Yeah, so we have no picks in this year's draft. I don't really know what I want to do. If I were to trade Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he actually goes down a bit overall. Yeah, he's actually a higher overall power forward, which is funny enough. If I were to do Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, what could I get? Chetty Osman would probably be the move, except I don't really need that position. Will Barton. I think I'd rather have Larry Nance Jr., to be totally honest. Ooh, or Jermichael Green. You know what? No. Let's pick up Larry Nance Jr., 28 years old. Definitely more of a solid power forward than Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Set up the team player options now. See what we're looking like there. Nasir Little, yes, I'm definitely going to bring back. I don't know why the game told me not to. Zizic, yes. Dean Wade, no. John Collins, yes. I need both of those guys back pretty desperately, so hopefully that can happen. Moratorium now. Unfortunately, I never really end up saving enough money to make it to this year's free agency. Zizic doesn't want that much, thankfully. I'm ultimately probably going to end up maybe looking to improve Zizic at the start of next year or something like that. Maybe even look to see if I can improve like Tobias Harris. They're both actually going to end up getting their qualifying, which is just giddy. I'm absolutely taking off those no trade clauses, and I'm going to give them real contracts. So let's see how we are for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're all set for now. I'm just going to make sure, like, if I were to try to trade Ante Zizic. Okay, so I do still get trade offers. They're all for first-round picks. Do I have a mid-level exception, like, at all? Sean Livingston's an 81 overall. You know what? I might cheese the hell out of this game. Give me Sean Livingston, who's an 81 overall. And then I'm going to move him to small forward because I believe his overall actually does go up. If I were to move Sean Livingston, yeah, he's just 83 overall small forward. So Sean Livingston, Ante Zizic in a first. All right, I have 2 offers. Neither of them are that good. How about just those 2 together? Still only 2 offers. Okay. That might be because of his no trade clause. I'm going to take that off, find a trade, and I'll be back. All right, so we're going to do this trade, pick up Marcus Smart. He's going to be a new bench piece for us. I really like that addition, which now does leave me room to trade Gary Trent Jr. potentially for a new backup center, who's probably going to be our 10th man, not even play that much, so it's not that big of a deal who we get there. I'm not seeing any great offers. Mo Wagner's been the best guy so far. He's obviously also the only center here, so screw it. We're going to take him. Marcus Smart's a huge addition to the bench defensively. I think this team is now pretty much all set. I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final year. So 3rd and final year, this is how the team is going to look. This is what we're going with. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Tobias Harris, John Collins, and James Wiseman. So same starting 5 as last year. Bench definitely did improve, though. Marcus Smart and Nasir Little's just developed very, very well. Mo Wagner and Larry Nance Jr. are kind of weak pieces, but 12 and 10 minutes a night won't really affect us too much. So, yeah, that is going to be it. Third and final season. Hopefully, we can get a championship. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. So, into the third and final year here, we go 59 and 23. Would have liked to been a little bit better. I believe that's, one game better than last year. Embiid does win MVP. Jalen Johnson, Yusuf Nurkic, 6th man of the year. Kawhi Leonard, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and we do get coach of the year. So, that is positive. We're on the up and up there. This is kind of our final chance. We are far and away best team in the NBA, so I'm hoping for a good year. James Wiseman is just a monster. McCollum, Collins, Tobias Harris is down in scoring, but I mean, that is what it is. Numbers-wise in the year, we were the 6th best team in scoring, best defense. Did give us the best differential by almost double, though, so I say it every time. Numbers-wise, we are favored to win the finals. Hopefully, we can get it done. We're up 2-0 right now. 2-1. Come on, just don't make this close for me, please. 3-1 here, and can we close them out in 5? Yes, we can. This is taking so long to sim, and it's honestly like I'm used to it at this point, but like I swear to God, it's gotten slower every year. Like 2K17 was fast, 2K18 was getting faster, 2K19 kind of slowed down a little bit, and now we're super slow here in 2K20. I don't know why it happens. It's just going in reverse. It's just because 2K doesn't give a shit about my league, but it's kind of the way it's always going to be. All right, we're facing Houston right now in the West Finals. Detroit or Miami there for the winner in the NBA Finals. We got to take on the Detroit Pistons. I swear to God, if we somehow lose to the Pistons here, I'm going to lose my shit. This is a good team, but we're far and away way better. There's just no way this team should be beating us. We're up 3-0. There we go. We're going to win a finals. Thank the Lord. Unless I sincerely jinx this so hard, which very well could happen. I've definitely had worse things happen to me. I'll hop in and get some gameplay. I'll see you guys in there. All right, so we don't have that much time left in this game. About 3:20 left to go. It is a 10-point game, so it's not over, but I'd say it's pretty damn close. Sekou Doumbia, whatever the hell it is, at the free throw line. Does hit that, makes it a 9-point game. So not over, to say the least. Still definitely do want to make sure I can kind of close this out here. Going to try to just run a lot of pick and roll here with Wiseman just because he's so good. Damian Lillard going to go up to the rack. Going to miss the board, or the easy layup, though. Serge Ibaka on the Pistons. That's an interesting addition you guys have there. Nasir Little's in here. Almost got a good block there, but he's going to miss the layup anyways. Wiseman, oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Can we just back down whoever this is? It's Sekou Doumbia. All right, just turn and get the hook. Okay, that should, like... Really? All right, Blake Griffin in here. I think he's playing center for them. We're going for an interesting double team right now. I don't know why James Wiseman's on. Like, is this Devon Reed? Serge Ibaka is going to get that hook to go. So it's a 7-point game. It's still very well within reach. I don't know, man. I am a little bit nervous. I don't know why they took it away that you can no longer call picks from this area, from calling ISO from that angle. Damian Lillard going to go up. He's going to... Oh. Tried to force it. I tried to force it. Didn't end up going well. Devon Reed's going to be on CJ McCollum. I think that's Devon Reed. Nasir Little on Sekou Doumbia. Play some good defense. I think it looks like Tobias Harris might have fouled out. Come on, CJ. Need some good defense. Need some good defense here, CJ. All right, Nasir Little. Clamp. Blake, you're not going to hit it. Oh, my God. Blake Griffin just gave me the spins, and he missed it anyways. Wiseman, 13th board on the night. Not bad. Like to see that. CJ McCollum going to go up, going to get the easy layup to go. That's awesome. 9-point game once again. I'll probably do one more offensive possession and one more defensive possession. Just kind of get this one over with. I've been recording for a little bit amount of time now, so... Okay, come on. CJ McCollum, just switch over. It's not that big of a deal. Blake Griffin on the post on Nasir Little. Going to get fouled. I'm not sitting through this. I'll see you boys at the Finals MVP. So I'm going to guess Damian Lillard probably won Finals MVP. And yes, he did. Good to see him and CJ both get in a ring. So if you guys enjoyed, please feel free to like down below. If you guys make sure to subscribe. I'm sorry I couldn't keep Carmelo Anthony the whole time. It's just kind of the way it turned out. But this team was super good nonetheless. So any other video ideas, feel free to leave them down below. Once, as I mentioned, if you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe. If you do not already, go follow me on Twitter as well. Pretty good follow. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.